Good morning, students. Welcome back. I hope you have enjoyed yourselves well in the academic break and now prepared yourselves well for the study. So, today I am going to start a new chapter, that is, chapter 6 of biology, tissues. Now, what is tissues? How you will define tissue? Tissue is a group of cells having similar structure and function. In plants and animals, groups of cells called tissues which carry out specific functions. In the previous chapter, we have studied that every organism is made up of cell, whether plant or animal. Every organism is made up of cell. When these cells combine, they form tissues. So, plant tissues are different from the animal tissues. So, how can we define plant tissues? Plants do not move from place to place. As we know, plants do not move from place to place. Most of the cells and tissues in plants provide mechanical support and strength. So, most of the tissues consist of dead cells because they provide mechanical strength to the plant. The growth of the plants takes place only in some regions. So, plants have tissues called meristematic tissues which divide and help in growth, and permanent tissues which do not divide at all. So, plants are having basically dead cells which combine to form the tissues. These are basically to provide the mechanical strength to the plant. And animal tissues are different from the plant tissues. Animals move from place to place and need more energy than plants. So, most cells and tissues in animals are living cells as compared to plant tissues. The growth of animals is more uniform, so animals do not have any separate dividing and non dividing cells. Animals have organs having specialized functions. Now, different tissues they combine to form the organs which perform specialized functions. So, the organs have specialized tissues. That's why animal tissues are different from the plant tissues. Now we will discuss types of plant tissues. Plant tissues, we can divide the plant tissues into two. As you can see in the flow chart given in this slide. First meristematic tissue and the other one is permanent tissue. Then again meristematic tissue is divided into apical meristem, lateral meristem and intercalary meristem. Then permanent tissue is also again divided into two types, simple and complex. Then simple permanent tissue is of three types, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma according to the nature of the cells present in it. And complex permanent tissue is divided into two, xylem and phloem according to their cell function. So these are the types of plant tissues which we have to study. Now, first type of plant tissue is meristematic tissue. Meristematic word is derived from the word meristos, which means to divide. So, meristematic tissues are found in the growing regions of the plant like the tips of root, stem and branches. They divide continuously and help in the growth of the plant. Basically, meristematic tissue is for the growth of the plant. The cells present in this type of tissue are very active and has the power of division. Then They are of three types: apical meristematic tissue, lateral meristematic tissue, and intercalary meristematic tissue. In apical meristematic tissue, these are present in the tips of stems and roots. They help in the growth of stems and roots. Means the growth linearly, the growth of the plant is due to the meristematic tissue, whether in the upper region, shoot region, or below the soil, that is in the root region. The growth of the plant results from apical meristematic tissue. Second is lateral meristematic tissue. These are present in the sides of stems and roots. They help to increase the girth of the stems and roots. Girth means diameter. The diameter of the root or the firstly, when we grow a plant, it is having very small stems, very linear stems. After that, when it grows into a tree, it is having its girth of the stem increases due to this lateral meristematic tissue. As you can also see in the diagram, apical meristem is present at the tip of the plant, and lateral, it is present at the sides of the stem to increase the girth or the diameter of the stems or roots. Then intercalary meristematic tissue, these are present at the base of leaves and internodes and help in the growth of those parts. Now, what is that intercalary meristem? Where it is present? It is present at the base of leaves, where the branches arises from the stem. That part, that is known as the nodal region, where the branches arise from the stem. So intercalary is present at the basal or nodal region or below the leaves, from where the leaves arises from the branches. That is intercalary meristematic tissue. All the three meristematic tissues have been shown in the diagram.
Meristematic tissue. It is the meristematic tissues that help in the growth of a plant, as they have the ability to divide themselves. Their cells are similar, generally small, enclosed within thin walls and a cubicle. Depending on the region they are present in, meristematic tissues are classified as apical, lateral, and intercalary. The tissue that helps increase the length of the stem and the root is the apical meristem. It is located at the tips of stems and roots. Which tissue then helps in increasing the diameter of the plant body? It is a lateral meristem located at the lateral position of the stem or the root. How then do the leaves and the branches grow? It is the intercalary meristem that facilitates the growth of leaves and branches.